Sanam Namaste. So if you're feeling depressed, before you run out and get yourself a bottle of pills or take other advice from mainstream media, I'm inviting you to look at it from a different perspective, a spiritual perspective. You know, modern science says depression is a brain chemistry problem. And we need to go to the root. We need to go to the root of things, because in the West, we're so fixated on the external. We're looking for external solutions for an internal problem. Okay? So this is like you've got a drain plug, right? There's a plug in your drain pipe. And what you're doing is I think I'll paint my kitchen. I think I'll sweep the floors. I think I'll just put duct tape all over the sink. Right? Is that going to get rid of the clog? No, it won't get rid of the clog. So it's the same with what we do. Because the solution and the problem, they always come hand in hand. This is natural law. Problem and solution always come together. So you got to roll up your sleeves and you got to go inside, because that's where the problem is. Because everything here is energy. Everything that you see is energy. Even you, in fact, are energy. So why not go to the source, to the root of the problem? So depression is calling you. It's inviting you to go inside. It's saying enough with this external world. It's saying enough with this chit-chatty superficiality, distract me, entertain me, keep me away from myself world. Depression is saying enough. I've got something important to tell you, so come on inside and listen. So depression is telling you that something's not quite right in your world. Depression is telling you that 9 times out of 10 is something that you need to let go of, that you're clinging on to from the past. Now, if you choose to indulge in the depression, you know, you go to the support groups, you get on the prescription medication forever, you form an identity around it. What you're doing here is you're making a false idol out of a messenger, because depression is a messenger. Once you get the message, the messenger disappears. So once you get the message from depression, the depression will disintegrate. It will dissolve. So energetically, emotionally, depression is anger turned inward. It's anger turned in on the self. And that doesn't make sense, right? Because you're tired and exhausted. And the reason why you're tired and exhausted, because it takes so much energy to hold down the anger. So there's this residual anger inside you, directed at yourself about something that took place in your past. Now the ego, the tricky little ego that it is, can use depression as a delay tactic. And what's it delaying? Your purpose, your higher purpose. And one of the functions of the ego is to create block after block after block from keeping you from stepping forward, taking your next step in your evolution and your higher purpose. And you've been brought here on this planet by a mighty cosmic force to come and help humanity transition into this new age of Aquarius. Imagine if the great avatars such as Jesus or Muhammad or Buddha said, "Oh, I'm too depressed. I'm too screwed up. I can't help anybody. I can barely help myself. I'm just going to hang out here and write poetry on this rock, right? Have a nice life." So one of the keys to moving out of depression is first to recognize it as an invitation only. Go inside, turn off the TV, turn off the internet, turn off your cell phone. Just be alone with yourself and ask your soul, what is it I need to let go of? Because I'm committed. I'm ready to do my higher purpose. I know that I'm on this planet for a reason. Please let me know what I need to let go of. Immediately, you'll get the message, but you need to listen. So usually this means letting go. Letting go of a person or persons that you perceived as harming you. Or letting go of the guilt that you feel at harming someone else from the past. Okay? And the ego wants vengeance. The ego's all about vengeance and getting back at somebody and getting that apology, and they have to pay for their crimes. And this is directed at you too, right? You can self-punish, and this is coming from the ego. So you need to let go of all of this nonsense, because the ego tells you you can change the past, and you can't. It's a lie. You can't change the past. The past no longer exists. It's an experience you had that's over now. So you can't change it. The only thing that's real and true is this present moment. It's you watching this video in this present moment. And where's the ego in the present moment? It's not here. And why isn't it here? Because this is the truth and the ego's illusion. And that's why when you become more and more into the present moment, which you have to do in the Aquarian Age, because the past makes no sense at all, the future makes no sense at all, only this present moment. So the ego is going to fight you tooth and nail when you come more and more into the present moment. Why? So that it can stay alive. Because when you're in the now, ego is gone. When you're in the ego, you're not in the now. You're an illusion. So here's a Kundalini Yoga meditation for depression. So you can click above my head for that. If you don't see the link, go into the information box. And if you're interested in going deeper into all of the delusions that the ego has created, that we've lived in, that we just look at it as normal, right? Because the Piscean Age has been ruled by the ego. Please join me for the 8 weeks to Inner Peace online program, Transmuting the Delusions of the Ego. And that starts very soon. It's going to be a very deep healing program to bring you to the truth of who you are, to completely shift your perspective of what reality is. There's also the shadow mining program that's also coming soon. You can go to my website, www.catalystyogi.com, to find out more information about these programs. And also, I'm starting a new event. It's called the New Moon Meditation for Peace. This is a free event. Okay, so also go to my website for more information on that, catalystyogi.com. And be sure to sign up for the newsletter, and that way you can be updated on this event. And also, please go to my website, because this video will be embedded in a blog article. It's in the information box below. And I'll be sure to respond there, because that's my home. My virtual home is my website. It's not YouTube or Facebook. So I want to start using that more, especially if people want to contact me. I want them in my home. I want you in my website. So please send this message of truth and love to your friends and your enemies alike, because as you give, so you shall receive. Okay? And have a great couple weeks if I don't see you before then. Okay, Satnam.